Hello, good morning to all of you. Today we are going to teach trigonometric of standard 11. So in our earlier classes we have already studied about trigonometric ratio. What is trigonometric ratio? So we have studied trigonometric ratio as a ratio of acute angles. See here what we have studied so far. Just little revision. So this side let C, A and B. So here triangle ABC is right angle triangle here where angle C is right angle and angle A are acute angles. So what we have studied about this, suppose this is alpha, then we study in standard 10 that sine alpha is equal to opposite side of this angle divided by hypotenuse. So here opposite side is B or AC divided by hypotenuse, here is C. So this is sine alpha and cos alpha is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So therefore cos alpha is equal to this side, this adjacent side A divided by C, and tan alpha is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. So therefore tan alpha is equal to B by A. So what we have studied in our standard 10 is this. We have studied trigonometric functions sine, cos and tan in terms of ratios of these two sides of acute angles and the hypotenuse. Now we are going to extend our study. Now we will now extend the definition of trigonometric ratios to any angle in terms of radian measure and study them as a trigonometric function. So now we study this trigonometric, here we study as ratios of two sides. Now we extend our definition of trigonometry as a trigonometric function. Let me draw a unit circle here. See, this point O is origin of this coordinate axis and this is x axis, x and y axis. So the coordinates of O is 0, 0. Now let me take here a point P. See here. So this is 90 degree. So this is angle x radian. So what is x radian? X radian means this length of this arc is x. Oh, right here point P, this is suppose M and this distance is B. This is point A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So A is X and Y coordinate, X coordinated 1 and Y is 0. Why X is 1? Because we have taken this unit circle. So in the unit circle we very well know that radius is always 1 in it. That's why this is 1 and 0. This is also 1. So coordinates of B is like this: X is 0 and Y is 1. But here in this number line, this is -1. So X is -1, Y is 0, and here X is 0 and Y is -1. So this is R is equal to 1. This is angle X. Now see in the figure. So triangle OPM is a right angle triangle, and angle PMO is right angle. So now what is the coordinates this for this point P? X coordinate is A, Y coordinate is B. So now PMO is right angle. So from Pythagoras we can write what we can write. So A square plus B square is equal to R square. But here A square plus B square, R square, R is 1 because of unit circle, R is 1. Now our previous study says that cos x is equal to, what is cos x? Cos x is equal to A divided by hypotenuse. So OM divided by OP. So what is OM? OM is A divided by 1. So A is equal to A. Therefore, our cos x is equal to A. Now, sin x is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. opposite side it's PM, hypotenuse OP, so B by 1, and therefore sin x is equal to B. I think you understand. Now I have to rub this side, okay, from here. So now see, put the value of A and B here. A square plus B square is equal to 1. So A is cos x, B is sin x is equal to 1. We can write from this equation of Pythagoras. So now obviously here we can also write the P coordinate is as cos x and sin x. And we can write cos square x plus sin square x is equal to 1. This is very important identity which we have studied in our earlier class also. What is the circumference of the circle? So is equal to 2 pi r. But here r is equal to 1. So is equal to 2 pi. Because of we have take unit circle. So one complete revolution from the center is subtend to center is 2 pi. So this make 4 quadrants. This is quadrant first, quadrant second, quadrant third, and quadrant fourth. So 2 pi is equal to 360 degree, 2 pi radian. Here we take measure in radian. So therefore pi is equal to 360 by 2, 180. Therefore pi by 2 is 90 degree. So this is 90 degree. So here is pi by 2. This pi 3 pi by 2 and again 2 pi or 0. So that means angle AOB is equal to pi by 2. Angle AOC is equal to phi. Angle AOD is equal to 3 pi by. These angles are called quadrantal angles. Now we can easily find our these coordinates of B, C, D and A. So let me write. So cos 0 is equal to 1. Here cos 0 is equal to 1 and sine 0 is equal to 0. Now we came here, so this angle is pi by 2. Okay, uh, here angle for 0, for x cos x and sin x. If angle is x, then it is coordinate of this point is cos x and sin x. Now for pi by 2, cos pi by 2 and sin pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 is 0 and sin pi by 2 is 1 because the first coordinate x coordinate is cos and y second coordinates is y. So cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1. Now for phi, cos pi is equal to -1 and sin pi is equal to 0 and 3 pi by 2. So for cos 3 pi by 2 is equal to again 0, sin 3 pi by 2 is equal to -1. And if we revolution complete one revolution from the center, so here is 2 pi again, so cos 2 pi is equal to 1 and sin 2 pi is equal to 0. When we take one full rotation, so we will come again here from okay, we complete one revolution from this side anti-clockwise or clockwise. We will come back here in any integral multiple of 2 pi. That means sine 2n pi plus x is equal to sin x and cos 2n pi plus x is equal to cos x, where n belongs to z. Now further we can see that when sin x is 0, sin x is equal to 0 when x is equal to 0 plus or minus pi plus or minus 2 pi plus or minus 3 pi and this. And cos x is equal to 0. See here, sin x here is this angle is 0, sin x 0, pi sin x 0. Again, this is pi, then 2 pi 0, then 3 pi 0. So when x is equal to plus or minus pi by 2, plus pi by 2, that means point B, minus pi by 2, point D, plus or minus 3 pi by 2, plus or minus 5 by 2, and so on. So we can write sin x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to n pi, where n belongs to z. Cos x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, n belongs to z. So when if you take n is equal to 0, then pi by 2, n is equal to 1, then 3 pi by 2, n is equal to 2, then 5 pi by 2, and you can also take negative values of n because n belongs to z. So from now we can define other trigonometric function in terms of sine and cosine. So this is very important one when sine and cosine is being 0. Now cosec x, we know that cosec x is equal to 1 over sine x. But x is not equal to n pi. N belongs to z. See here. Why I am writing here? Because the sin x is denominator here. It should not be 0. That's why 1 over sin x, but x is not equal to n pi. Because if x is equal to n pi, then this is 0. So this is indefinite or infinity. So now sec x is equal to 1 over cos x. So cos x should not be 0. When it is 0, x is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to z. Now tan x is ratio of sin x and cos x. Again, now x is not equal to pi by 2 and belongs to z, and cot x is equal to cos x by sin x. X is not equal to, where sin x must not be 0, so is n pi and n belongs to z. Now here is point Q. This angle is x, so this is minus b, a is here. So what are the coordinates? X is a, y is minus b. So this angle is actually minus x because we take this angle in clockwise. So now we can write that sine minus x is minus b, and cos minus x is same a. But what is b? B is sin x. So is equal to minus sin x and is equal to cos x. So these two is very important. Sine minus x is minus sin x and cos minus x is equal to cos x. Now we have just written that cos square x plus sin square x is equal to 1. This is identity. So therefore cos square x plus sin square x divided by cos square x 1 divided by cos square x. So therefore cos square x divided by cos square x plus sin square x divided by cos square x is equal to 1 divided by cos square x. So therefore this is 1 plus sin x by cos x square is equal to 1 by cos x square. Therefore 1 plus this is 10x. So 10 square x is equal to this is sec x, sec square x. So this is our second identity. Now third one, if we divide this by sin square x, so therefore cos square x divided by sin square x plus sin square x divided by sin square x is equal to 1 divided by sin square x. Therefore this sin square x is 1 plus cos x divided by sin x square is equal to 1 divided by sin x whole raised to square. Therefore 1 plus this is cot x. So square cot square x plus is equal to cos x square x.